Hi everyone, today we have a new video review, and as you can see, this time we are going to talk about fresh release from Eduard. And this is the weekend edition kit in 148 scale, and we have here A6M2 Type 21. So this aircraft, we reviewed it in the previous versions as well, in Profit Pack and Limited Edition, but this time we get it as a weekend edition, which should be even more accessible. And we have a commercial sample here, so it means you will get exactly the same stuff as what you will see in this video review, and nothing should change in the thing which you will order from official Eduard website, for example. So first of all, the box size, I would say it's typical for Eduard recent releases, because this box is a bit thinner, but we have really nice box art here, and here's comparison with my hand. Then on the side here you'll find some information about the manufacturer and also the kit number, which is 84189. Then on the opposite side you can see 4 marking options which are included into this kit. Of course we will go through them when we will be checking the marking guides in the assembly manual. So this is the top opening box, and as you can see, does not want to focus, but as you can see, the external features, they are really nice, and the same can be said about this top wing half. So there are no problems whatsoever. And if I flip it over here inside, you can see we have these special recessed areas. So in case you would like to install the flaps, which are made as a separately sold PE parts, so you can just cut off this plastic and you'll be good to go. And as usual, there were some guiding pins inside the wings, so do not worry, even though they might look big, it should be kinda easy to combine them together. Here we continue also with the fuselage halves, and both are molded together with the tail fins, but note that the cowling should be assembled separately. And for the cowling assembly you will have to use this template, which actually guides you with the panels placement so that they will be aligned in the right way. And if I zoom in here, so the fuselage external features look great, and I think it's just a matter of not losing them under coats of paint and primer. Here you can see also some internal features, and attachment points are quite thin, so that's also something easy to tackle. Okay, next we continue with another plastic sprue. So actually there are 4 gray plastic sprues in total, because one is a bit smaller, so that's why I did not notice it. So here we have the landing gear parts and the propeller, fuel tank, propeller hub, and also some minor elements for the wheel wells, for example, also for the landing gear legs. And of course all of this stuff can be upgraded with the separately sold brassing set, so in case you have some extra cash to spend, so definitely check them out. In 148 scale it should be a good thing to upgrade, because it will be visible, but of course it will require some extra money, as I said before. Next we continue here with the mix of parts. So if I zoom in a bit, actually out, but you can see that we have the engine and we have also the cockpit. So it's really cool that here Eduard included the fully detailed engine. As you can see, it's not just a plain tub which is inserted in the fuselage house, and the same can be said about the cockpit, so you get a lot of features. But if that's not enough for you, you can also get the PE set, which is sold separately, and I'm trying to take it out right now. So here it is, and we will review it also in the separate video, so be sure to check it on our YouTube channel, because it's also quite a handy set, and in 148 scale I think it's always fun to detail the cockpit and add a lot of fine features into your Zero. Next we continue with the decals. So this is the weekend edition kit. We do not have any other bonuses here except of decals, but for some models this is enough. So that's why I'm saying that usually weekend edition is kind of attractive for modelers who would like to focus on the model itself. And let's close the lenses a bit. So now you can see here the decal sheet. It is printed in Eduard. There are 2 of them actually, so I will show the next one in a few seconds. But we also have some decals for the cockpit, so you can replicate the seat belts and also instrument panel dials. In case this is more than enough for you, then you don't have to check the PE parts, because, well, some modelers are satisfied with such things. And next we have also the stencils. So those are looking good, and for 148 scale I think it's a must-have. As you can see, they look readable in case you know Japanese, so definitely a good thing to have on such big aircraft model. Next, we can close the lenses even more, because here we have the assembly manual brochure, and as you can see on the first page we have the short history note. Next we continue with the parts map, and blue color means obviously that these parts will not be used. Assembly process starts with the cockpit walls, not even the cockpit itself, because the cockpit, for example pilot seat, gets assembled here, and as you can see you are suggested to install the decals. If you buy the P parts, they will be having their own assembly manual, which we will show in the separate review. Next, we continue with the cockpit additional steps, for example, the oxygen bottles, and then joining the fuselage together and installing the cockpit from the bottom. Next, we continue also with the main wheel wells assembly, and here you can see the wing assembly, the tail wings assembly, then everything gets joined together. And here we have the engine assembly. So as you can see, even the plastic version looks great, but with P parts you can achieve even more fine features on your aircraft. Here, by the way, you can see this template which I was mentioning. So as you can see, you're gluing everything together and then just taking it off the template and installing it onto the aircraft. Next, we continue with the landing gear legs and wheels. We also can assemble and install the fuel tank, but it will... No, the choice which will depend on the marking is actually the bombs installation under wing. Here we continue also with the canopy, so you can open or close the canopy, and that's pretty much all. No masking guide again, because we do not have masks included here. Next we have the marking guide from 1941, another one from March 1942, one more from August 1945, and one more from 1944. Classic green version. And here, by the way, you can see also the stenciling guide for the aircraft, and of course the huge list of the additional accessories which can be bought separately. And maybe it's a good idea to upgrade some areas in case you are eager to spend a bit more. As for today's kit, it should be already available together with all of these components which you saw on the last page. You can get them on the official Eduard website, and of course I will be happy to hear your opinion, so write it here in the comment section below. And if you like this video, press the like button, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and I will see you in the next video review as usual. Thank you for joining me today, and bye.